this was my best market to date. Hi, I'm Anna from miss.a.crochet, and I have a market in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow, I will be participating in an Art in the Park event in Monticello, Minnesota, which is a part of their Riverfest celebration. This is my first time ever participating in this event, and I'm very excited, a little scared, because I'm not going to be there the whole time. If you don't know, I am a college student majoring in music performance for violin and sociology. And this summer I've been participating in the Buffalo Community Theater, like the adjacent town to Monticello. I've been participating in their production of My Fair Lady, and I am playing in the pit as first violin, which has been an experience. It's been a ton of work. I've been practicing violin for like 2 to 4 hours every day, and then we have 2 rehearsals a week. So it's kind of taken over my life, which is why I haven't market prepped a ton, which you'll see when I show you everything I'm bringing. I have a rehearsal from 9 to 12, and the market is from 8 to 3. And so I am helping my parents set up at like 7, being there for like 30 minutes, going to rehearsal. My parents are going to take over for me, and then I'm going to come back and help finish and be there for the last 3 hours in the market. I originally was going to skip this Saturday rehearsal, but I learned that it is with the cast members, and I need to be there. I need to be there and hearing how things go and things like that, because opening week is on the 18th, so it is 6 days away, which is terrifying and exciting. It means that I've kind of neglected a lot of my crocheting, which is why you're going to see a lot of old products from my last markets. Obviously, I'm just still gonna bring them. And a lot of products that I crocheted 1 to 2 years ago that I've just been holding on to, that I am now deciding it is a good time to sell them and bulk up my inventory, because if I didn't have those, I don't really know what I would have. I mean, I have a box full of things that I've been crocheting and pattern testing and things like that, but there's a lot of things that I've added that I'm excited to have and excited to see what sells, and to just make room for new projects, because some of them are not the best, which is why they're going to be pretty cheap. Speaking of cheap, if you have a problem with my prices, I don't care. I don't. These are the prices that work for me. I have done the math. I have weighed the yarn. I have weighed the stuffing. I have kept track of the safety eyes. I have kept track of how long things take me to crochet, and I have paid myself fairly for my wages. I've also added on a 10% profit and tax. I'm not losing money. I'm making money. It's okay if you think that my stuff is worth more, or if you think that it's worth less. It's not your business. Literally, it's mine. Miss.a.crochet LLC. So funny. But for real, I mean, if you're gonna be a jerk about my prices, prepared to get your comment deleted. I don't care. Yeah, engagement is great, but I'm not gonna tolerate mean people. I'm mean enough myself. No, for real, I've stressed out about prices so much for the last couple of years. I know how important it is to pay myself, but also to have things that fit in a variety of budgets, which is why I have such a range of products. And if you have an issue with that, leave. I'm so mean. My first time viewers are gonna be like, what? Who is she? And then like the other people that watch me are gonna be like, yeah, because that's life. I mean, a bunch of other crocheters are going to tell you the same thing. This is what works for me in my area. So I have 140 items I'm bringing to this event that is worth over $2,100. So let's get started, because this is going to take forever. And we are going to start with, I'm sorry, but like the lamest things, which is the things that I've already shown you before that I brought to my other markets that haven't sold. I know. I'm going to keep you sane, waiting to see what new things I've made and what new things I've added to my inventory, but we got to start with the basics. And we're going to start with one of my best sellers, which is my Turtles by CJ Design. I do modify this pattern I know all of her magic circles start with 6, and I think I start some of mine with 8 or 6, just depending on like my attention to combat coning. But I have this purple and cream turtle. I use 20mm safety eyes, Bernat blanket, 6mm hook. Pretty much anything with Bernat blanket, I use a 6mm hook. Period. I price my turtles at $27, and I've been pricing them like that my entire market experience, which is now a year. It's been a year since I've been doing markets. Haven't done very many, but it's been a year. And these guys sell out every time. So I think $27 is my sweet spot, and I'm still making money off of that. So I have my purple and cream, purple and purple. Love. My absolute favorite color combo, which you're gonna quickly learn because I think I have like 2 more of these, is Sailor's Delight and cream. Oh, I just love Sailor's Delight. I have no clue what to use Sailor's Delight for, and I just use it for turtles, and I see it all the time when I'm yarn shopping, and I buy it even though I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. I just have to have it. This is the only thing that's coming to my mind is Moonlight Sonata, and it's so not. It's like midnight dreams, midnight, nighttime, something, and they're like sagey, misty, something color. I don't know all the color names, but this is another turtle. And then I have 2 of the same. I have their taupe, and again, that same sage. Love these guys. Love them. And these are the turtles that I had at my last market, or maybe that I kind of like added on after January. I don't know if you guys have seen all of them, but they're old to me, so they're getting presented with the old stuff. And if you've been here a while, you know that this man has been at every market, and every market he doesn't sell. It is my green axolotl for $20. I lowered the price. He's only $20. Like, he's nice. I don't think he's too bad. He just comes with and vibes. People look at him a lot, but they don't get him. I was gonna say we have my crabs, but it appears that I'm missing 2 of them. But I have 2 baby crabs. I sell these guys for $9 each. This is my own pattern. Check it out. I sell it. A lot of people like it. No sew. Very, very cute. I love to have a sign with them that says like perfect for somebody who's just a little crabby. A lot of like kids get it for their parents or something funny. I think it's fun. My jellies, which have also been with me since my very first market, so I haven't really made any more octopi or jellies or things like that. I did have a giant jelly that I finally sold at my last market for like $30, and it was made with Bernat Sparkle, and I was so excited to sell it, but these ones have not sold. This is my pink octopus jelly fish thing. I have him for $23. I might white out the price and lower it. I don't really know. I mean, he's nice. He's stuffed very well. He's made very well. And then we have this octopus, teal octopus, for $15. Basic teal octopus. These were both free patterns, or I think I freehanded this one. This is a free pattern on Instagram. These are the only 2 octopi like things that I have. Now we are going to go on to my leggy frogs, of which I have 5. Hey, I think I found my crab. I did find my crabs. Hold on. These are my 2 crabs. Same pattern as my other crabs, just with Bernat blanket. I had made an entire rainbow of crabs, and all of those sold out except for these 2, which is my lime green sparkle and my Barbie pink. I always call this Barbie pink because I don't know the name of it, and it's what I use to make my Barbie whale shark. So Barbie pink because I had a ton left over. Now we're on to frogs, of which are relatively new. I've always been selling frogs, but I haven't sold frogs with this yarn. At my last market, I had brought 8 frogs. I think 3 of them sold. 2 of my teal, which looked like this, sold. I kept this one for myself because I love him. And then 1 of my green sold. So I have these frogs. I have 2 light green, $11. And I have 3 variegated pink for $11. I really thought these pink ones were going to sell at the last market because I had a sign that was like Valentine's Day is 19 days away and they're totally Valentine's Day, but no, nope, no. So we'll see. We have these guys, which I made forever ago. It is these blanket, or what are they? Lovey mooses, mooses. Both of these I'm selling for $27 each. They're both like high quality. They're just made with old Bernat yarn, so it's not that soft, and I never timed myself for how long it took me to make them. Up next we have the random Halloween stuff, which is this bat. This bat has been with me since my very first market as well. He is being sold for $18. I love him. I brought this one, another one of this one, and a purple one, and both of those two other bats have sold. This guy hasn't found a home yet. And then I have this ghost by Not Jaded Co. I pattern tested this ghost for them, and I'm selling this one for $12. I made a mini one of these out of Bernat velvet, and that one sold like right away, first market. This one has not sold yet, but I mean, they're cute together. They both got that matching blush. These two are also new. These are by Cable and Canvas. I bought this with their bird bundle, so you can make like a mallard, a chick, a penguin, an eagle. The eagle pattern from her is what I used to make my like 45 eagles for my school event. But I have these two left over from my last market. I have a pink penguin and a mallard. I had brought with a blue penguin, a black and gray penguin, and then another mallard, and those three had sold. This one did not sell, and this one was on hold for somebody, but then they came back and let me know they weren't going to get it. Anyways, they're left over, and I'm selling these each for $20 a piece. I never timed myself when making these. I just think that it seems pretty fair based on the size and the quality. I don't know. I need to time myself making them. I haven't made any new ones though, so I'm not going to change the price because I still sold 3. We have these guys. These guys have been with me since my very first market, and not a single one has sold. It is my Leggy Bees. This was a pattern test for somebody. Yeah. I'm selling them for $12 now. I think originally I had them for $20, and then I bumped them down to $17, and now I'm bumping them down to $10 because I don't want them anymore. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 and none of them have sold. We have some random things. I have a teal axolotl. I sold a purple one and a purple baby of this, and I sold this one's teal baby at my very last market. I still have this one. I sell the big ones for $27, and this is the only axolotl that I have other than Mr. Green axolotl, which never sells. So hopefully this one will find a home because I really like this. It's very well made. Another random guy, we have this navy whale. I don't really like him. He's $14. I could probably lower the price, but I'm too lazy to find my whiteout, so he stays like this. This is a fall guy. I have him priced at $30. Originally he was more. Originally he was more. He's made with Bernat velvet. He's been with me my entire marketing experience as well. He was a free pattern that I found on Instagram. Originally he was going to be a Christmas gift because I was going to make every single person in my family crochet Christmas gift. No, he's getting sold now, or hopefully. He is well made. I mean, he's a little light on the stuffing, but he's also like 2 or 3 years old, but he's still really cute. And he's coming with, because why not? We love having a variety. We have another plushie that was meant to be a gift during that same Christmas time that I finished as well, and never gifted because I didn't finish everybody else's gifts and I felt guilty. But I'll show you that later because that's a part of a new thing I'll be selling. So sorry, you have to wait. Another random thing, we're just going down like the one-offs right now, is this Soot Sprite with legs. This is my own pattern. I have a YouTube tutorial that will teach you how to crochet your very own Soot Sprite. I sell these guys for $12. Those are all of the one-offs that I've already showed you before. Now we're on to sets of things again, which brings me to our next set, my Big Babies cats. This is going to be the second market that I've ever had these cats at. At my last market, they sold really, really well, I think. Yeah, they did. I think they sold really well. I think the only one left was this one, and then I think I crocheted these ones on my free time, but this is Big Baby's No-Sew Cat. Love this pattern. You're going to find out that I love this pattern very soon. But this is their gray and white striped. I made a ginger and a tan variegated one. I add whiskers. That's not a part of the pattern, but I think it makes them look even better. So I have these three that either didn't sell at my last market, this one for sure didn't, or that I crocheted like in January and I actually tagged. And I sell all of these for $20 because they are made with Sweet Snuggles yarn and they take some time, especially the color changing ones. Up next, we have chickens, of which I have 9. I have 2 gray, 2 cream, 2 fuzzy, 3 Oreo. Despite the fact that these chickens don't always sell good for me, I apparently made more for my last market and they didn't sell well again. I have a body of one that I started randomly when I was bored. I haven't touched it or finished it. I also have chicks, of which I sold none at my last markets. I have these 3 gold chicks that just fell. And I have 3 cream ones, all of which I made in like one sitting. So love that. I sell the chicks themselves for $8, which I think is really good. I do also have some eggs. These 2 were the ones that were left over. This one has a face, this one doesn't. I think I'm gonna keep this one out and I'm gonna add a face to it. Should we add a face to it right now? I think we should. It really wasn't even that hard for me. I literally just added a face. I don't know why I didn't do that last time, but I didn't. I'd already forgot if I told you how much I sell these for because I was so distracted because this guy needed to have a face. I sell these for $12. This is a no-sew pattern. That is everything that I had brought with to my last market that didn't sell. Oh, wait, I lied. We have my Stress Pets. This is a free pattern by Not Jada Co. It's no-sew. Love it. Usually does really well. Didn't do very well at my last market. Then again, if you watched my last market video, that market just sucked. So I'm not surprised. I have 9 right now, and I haven't crocheted anymore. I hope this is enough. I sell these guys for $6 each. I have a pastel, purple and pink, blue and pink. I have 2 bacon. This one is shorter than the other one. I don't know which one I prefer more. It's always been a dilemma with me. A blue, sparkly teal, and a sparkly yellow, which is like my absolute favorite one, and nobody has bought it yet, and I don't understand why. I think they're so funny and weird looking. We also have the leftover keychains from my last market, which is the, I'm looking. These 3 mushroom poppets by Cable and Canvas. I have red, yellow, and pink. And then I have the unattached, like, basic mushy pops. I have pink and red. These guys I sell for $8. The keychains I sell for $9. And then we have the whales, which is the same. We have teal, navy, purple, light purple, and light blue, all of which I sell for $9. And then we have the unattached baby whales. I have 2 dark blue, light purple, teal, and dark purple, which I sell for $8. I also have this new display thing because I had gotten my mom a like preserved butterfly when I was in Costa Rica, and she wanted to be able to see the front and the back side of the wings, so she got this to hang like the thing, and I think it would be cute to hang a little keychain. Now we're gonna move on to things that I crocheted a while ago that I am now deciding to sell, starting with these. These are my bobas. This is the very first pattern that I ever started selling. These are my giant bobas. This is the one that the pattern is totally based on. This is the one I made afterwards. I am selling both of these for $45 each, I think. Yeah, $45 each. They're huge. Like, this one is better than the other one. I don't know. I think the other one got played with a little bit too much. Could be me messing with it, holding it funny, trying to take silly pictures. But I'm doing $45 each. They do have cardboard in them because I wanted the lids to be flat and the bottoms to be flat so they can stand, which I wrote and noted in the tag that they're made with cardboard. You can't really like throw them in the wash. The cardboard will disintegrate, and I would not recommend throwing any of your like crochet plushies in the wash unless the person who made them says you can. If you need to clean like something, just spot clean it. Like, I don't know, it's scary to me. But these are two plushies that I'm finally deciding to part with, hopefully. I think the Angry Boba is so funny. It is definitely the one I like more, so I'm a little bit sad to get rid of him, but they're so funny. They're literally the size of my head. I think they will be big draws into my booth. Another thing that I've decided to sell is this guy. This is one of my biggest crochet projects that I made during my first year of crocheting. It is this dragon. It was a free pattern. I don't know the free pattern. I'm sorry. I made it like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm calling him Charmander. I don't really know if he's Charmander. He gives Charmander vibes. And I'm selling him for $40. He is still all intact. He has no big issues or anything. And so I'm hoping that somebody will like him for $40. Maybe I'll lower him. But I'm trying to be more consistent with my pricing, even if I don't think it's necessarily worth like $40. I don't know. It's difficult. I'm trying to be more consistent with pricing based on like size and what I think customers will think. Obviously, like, I made that guy 3 years ago. I didn't weigh the yarn or weigh the materials or anything like that. But based on like, you know, these things or what I would price a $40 item at now, and based on like my turtles, I'm trying to price these old new things around that and not really around like, oh, I made this 3 years ago, like I just want to get rid of it, somebody can buy it for like $20, because that kind of confuses people. They're like, why is this one cheaper than this one? And I'm like, because I made it a while ago and I don't like it and I don't want it anymore. And then they're like, oh. So I'm trying not to do that. I don't know if I really want to sell this, which is why I kind of priced it expensive. It is a tiger shark. This is a pattern test I did for Poms and Posies. This is, I think, the first pattern test I ever did for her. I love it. It's Shark Week, so I wanted to have some sharks available and a little sign. So I was like, you know what? I could part with this one for $40. All the color changes, they look super good. The stripes, it's a shark. People love sharks. I love sharks. It's Shark Week. So I said $40 for this one. I don't really know. He's a much higher quality than the Charmander, in my opinion. Like, I crocheted him more recently and the yarn feels softer because it's new Bernat. So I said $40. Another pattern test that I'm selling is Mucky the Ducky by the Cozy Stitch. I keep messing up the name. Cute. What a cutie. Loved this pattern test. So good. So fun. Love. Sorry, I'm trying to get the head to sit right. I'm selling this for $25. Do I think it's probably worth more than $25? Yes. Do I want to make another one to calculate the price? No. I can't do that in a day. I won't. I'll die. Another thing I'm selling, which I'm selling for cheap because you can see that I used hot glue, is this boba. This is another first version of my boba buddies, and you can totally see that I used hot glue. I'm calling it the Valentine's Day boba, so I'm more saying it's out of season than the fact that you can see the hot glue. or at least that's what I think. I'm selling this for $8. The top of it looks bad. You can literally see the hot glue that I used to hot glue on the boba. So $8, get it out of here. Here is the second gift that I will be selling that I originally was going to make and give to people for Christmas. It is this Nurse Bear. Hat is removable. Ooh, I'm glad I did that though, because the ear is falling off. I will leave this one off to the side and I'll try and fix his ear. If I can't fix the ear, I'm not going to sell it. But if I can fix the ear, I would sell it for $27. It was made with a lot of pieces. It has the mask that you can like attempt to put on it. It's really funny looking. It's like... yeah, no, the mask just stays around its neck for sure. If we're going back to Halloween with this bat, this is a bat that I crocheted, I don't even know, a while ago. I'm selling him for $17 because everything about him is good. It's just good. It's not great. So he's going to be sold for $17. It's a bat. I'm pretty sure it was a free pattern. We also have 2 other bats that I crocheted this Halloween. I believe it was this Halloween. And I love these guys. I don't really know if I want to sell them, but I have them for $22 because they're so stinking cute. And it's brunette velvet, so it took a while to make something like this big. I got purple and gray. Purple and gray. Love these guys. I kept my Juicy Couture sparkly gray bat though for myself. I need that bat. That is mine. I will not be selling that bat. I'm also selling something that's not amigurumi. It was crocheted in the round, but it's not amigurumi. And it is this mushroom bag. I made it to be a water bottle holder. I've used it once. I'm selling it for $15 just because it took me forever. I'm sure like maybe a kid would like it or something where you're not like holding a huge water bottle. You can put, you know, other stuff in there. I mean, like, it's nice. It's made with really nice cotton yarn. We also have some more things that are really well made and really not well made. So let's go through the not well made, which is this guy. This was a pattern test that I did. It's acrylic. I was struggling with acrylic. I was struggling to get things to line up. It was an issue. It's acrylic. I don't like it. I'm selling it for $3. Up next is another pattern test that I did. I was asked by somebody to pattern test a fish. It's made really well, but it's a fish. I don't really like fish, so I'm selling it for $12 because it was made well. Maybe somebody will like it. Maybe a fishing person will be like, hey, it's a fish. I like it. I don't know. We also have this baby cow, which I'll be selling for $7 because this is like one of the first amigurumi I made that I was like super, super proud of. If you scroll down to the very, very bottom of my Instagram, you'll find it. When I look at it now, it's fine. Definitely understuffed or deflated a bit. We also have another pattern test that I did, which are these Junimos. I am selling these guys for $5 a piece because I literally hot glued the stem onto one of them because brunette velvet sheds and I was super upset and mad. Get them out of here. I want this stuff to sell. I want it gone. I need room for new stuff. Next we have Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog. It's ugly. I don't like it. Like, I use safety eyes instead of embroidering. It was dumb. I'm selling him for $5. Get him out of here. Maybe somebody will like it. Now we're gonna be on to everything that is newer and higher quality. So this is the legit stuff, okay? We have a baby turtle. This is Big Twist Baby Bear, I think. I don't know. I was gonna make a video reviewing it. I crocheted this and then I never made the video reviewing the yarn, so yeah. I'm selling this guy for $15 because even though it's smaller, it still takes like the same amount of time to crochet. We have 3 eagles. This is the one, I think. No, this is a spare one that I just had with this color. And then I also have 2 brown ones that I made when I was trying to practice this pattern and figure out if we wanted to make these eagles and you know, actually have them for this event. So I have these two brown ones. This one's eye is lower than it's supposed to be. And then I have the burgundy, all of which I am selling for $15 a piece. Ooh, okay, these ones are new. This is a pattern test that I did for Poms and Posies because she's my bestie. And this is her seabirds pattern. We have the blue-footed booby, penguin, seagull, and we have the Stardew Valley custom parrot that I made. This is not a part of the pattern, and the color changes aren't, but it was super easy to freehand. I'm selling these guys for $10 a piece. I've never sold these guys before. These ones are new makes, or makes that I made in like April. So we'll see how they go. The blue-footed booby is out of reach, but you already saw him. Also going to be selling this pink ladybug for $30. This was a pattern test for Crochet by Kelsey. I don't love that I chose pink. I think it's cute. It's okay. It's way better in person. Like right now, this looks like cream and it doesn't look like pink. And so I think that's kind of what throws me off. It's well made. Now we are into things I'm selling that I crocheted in like the last 2 months or maybe 3 months, starting with this sea turtle pattern test by Crochet by Kelsey. I just finished this pattern test yesterday. I love it. Again, seafoam and sage combo strikes again. Here he is in all his glory. I'm selling this guy for $38. I don't know. I probably could sell him for more. We'll find out. He might not sell. I have other turtles. We also have this random Big Twist Posh cat that I crocheted in like May in one night. I'm selling this guy for $16. He has a little butthole. I hadn't crocheted this pattern for a really long time, so I made a lot of stupid mistakes. So he's not the best that he could be, but he's all right. We also have these two squids, which were a pattern test for G Beans Crafty in like the end of April. I am selling this Sweet Snuggles squid for $18 and this acrylic squid for $10. I think these guys are so funny. I'm excited to have them at my booth. I know octopi don't sell very well, but I hope that the squid maybe sell for a little bit better because they're just a little bit more silly. After I crocheted and gave away a Baby Yoda for my 1-year YouTube anniversary, I decided that I should crochet some more for my market. This is a free modification for one of the Cozy Stitches patterns. I love these guys. This is now my 3rd time making them, maybe 4th time making them. They're very, very cute, and I'm selling them for $21 a piece. This is another little random make. This is my crochet bee keychain that I'm selling for $9 if I can get him to show you his face. This is the bee that I made in the crochet bee tutorial. Check it out if you want to make your own bee. This is just a random like one-off item that I crocheted recently because I needed to make it for the tutorial. This ghost is another random thing I crocheted in May. I'm selling him for $7. I was just in the mood to crochet and I didn't really know what else to make other than my perfect ghost pattern. This is a pattern that I sell in my Etsy store. It is seriously my favorite ghost pattern ever. I never have any coning or any issues like that. It is compatible with all types of yarn, and I made this guy in one sitting. We also have another random project, or not really random, but a pattern test. It is a sitting French bulldog by Craft Means Art. This is a pattern test I did in May, or maybe the start of June. It's a sitting French bulldog. I'm selling this guy for $22 because he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he was 9 pieces because he has a tail. He was 9 pieces to assemble, so he gets a little bit of a higher price tag, and I'm too lazy to make another one to figure out what I should actually price him, but I think he's really cute. He sits, like he really sits. These Merpets by Poms and Posies, again, my favorite. These were the first 2 that I made. They're not very good, which is why I'm only selling them for $12. I was yarning under and trying to use or work on my tension, like crocheting a lot tighter, which is why they don't look very good. But then I made this one yarning over, and he's so much better, way cuter. I'm selling him for $22. Maybe he should be a little bit less. Well, I don't think so. I mean, they took over an hour to make, so I don't know. We'll find out. I'm selling him for $22, and then I'm selling this Merpet, the actual Merpet version with Bernat Sparkle for $22 as well. I think the pastels are so cute. A lot better than the original two that I made when I was trying to like switch my tension. I think these guys are great. And then when the pattern released, I got my hands on the Walrus and Manatee pattern. So this is the Walrus. I'm selling him for $22 as well. I love him. I made him in like one day. Not even one day. I made him in like one movie. And then this is my Manatee that I'm also selling for $22. Again, the ones that I think are actually really good quality, I'm selling all for $22. I think they look so good. Like, this would be such a cute gift for like somebody's nursery if they're doing like an ocean theme. Like, perfect gender neutral. You could do this one gray. Oh, love, 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 love. No sew as well. Megan is literally a genius. I don't even understand how she does it, because now I pattern tested another pattern for her very recently, and it is these no sew hammerheads. Look at, it's tiny, it's no sew, it's perfect. I make them in like 30 minutes, not even. I'm selling this variegated one, light blue, and pink one for $13 a piece. I love these guys so much. I did do the math. I weighed the yarn. I weighed everything. That is the fair price for them. That isn't just me making it up. They are amazing. I think these are going to become a market staple. And again, it's Shark Week. So I think I'm going to have them with a sign that says like Happy Shark Week or something. I do want to try and crochet some more sharks or more things. I don't know. It's already like 2:30. I've been filming for like an hour, and there's still more things I need to go through. These are two turtles that I kind of crocheted, kind of assembled. I had the two shells already made because at my last market it was so slow, so I was just bulk making shells. I finished crocheting this one's head and fins. It is just basic brown and purple. Love. And then again, my favorite combo, Sailor's Delight and Cream. The shell was already made. I did the head, all the fins, and I crocheted the belly and everything together. I'm selling both of these for $27 as well. Remember when I told you that there was going to be more cats to see? Yeah, I crocheted all of these guys in a day. I made a ginger and white cat, gray and white cat, a gray cat, a white and gray cat, which is the exact same as the other one I did that didn't sell. Oh well. And my favorite. This is my favorite cat I've ever crocheted. I don't want to sell it. I want it to be mine, but I think I should sell it because it's so dang cute. It is a white, ginger, and gray cat. Look at the paws, the tail. I love it. I'm selling all these cats for $20 a piece. I crocheted 5 in like one day. This is seriously my favorite cat pattern ever. Everybody's been like posting and making cat patterns and stuff, and they're like, this is the best cat pattern. And I'm like, I've had the best cat pattern for a long time, and it is a cat pattern by Big Babies Crochet. And this is seriously my favorite. I love these guys so much. We have 3 more types of items left, so we'll be done soon. No sew otters that I had crocheted before I pattern tested this otter, which is like, can you even compare them? Can you even compare them? I think this one's details are so much better than these ones, but these ones are cheaper. I'm only selling these ones for $12. Very cute. Easy, easy peasy, easy to market prep. So I think that's why they're a really big hit for other crocheters. No sew, this is a free pattern on Instagram somewhere. Up next we have my bouquet of flowers. We have, pink and light green. This is Big Twist Hobby Lobby yarn. We have purple Bernat Hobby Lobby Big Twist. We have dark pink Bernat Hobby Lobby Bernat Hobby Lobby Bernat, and we have teal Bernat Hobby Lobby Bernat. I'm selling all of these for $30 a piece. I did not do the calculations or anything, but I think that's a pretty fair price looking at my turtles. These are no sew as well. They just take a lot more parts and pieces, and I think $30 is fair. I could probably charge more, probably should be like $32, but this is my first time ever selling them. So last but definitely not least, we have my swinging chicks, pets, friends. This is supposed to go in your rear view mirror, so like you can just shoop and then it'll sit there and swing in your car while you're driving. This is a paid pattern. It went really viral. This is the first one I made. This is the second one I made, a flamingo. Originally I was going to give it to my mom. My mom said it doesn't look like a flamingo. I got mad and I said I followed the pattern as it said I should, and she didn't want it, so we're selling it. Then I free-handed these two frogs because I didn't want to have to buy the frog version because I knew I could just freehand them. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. I'm cheap. So I have these two frogs I freehanded. I made another chick. I love this one. I freehanded a bee, which they also sell a version of, but again, freehanding is easier. And there are two things out of everything I'm selling that I don't want to sell tomorrow. Two. This is one of them. Look at this mallard. The color combo. He's perfect. I don't want him to sell. I want him for myself. He will look so cute in my car. I need him. But I'm going to sell him. Hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe not hopefully. This is the very last thing that I'm bringing to my market. This and this cat are the two things that I don't want to sell. Isn't that terrible? But no, I need to sell him. I need money. But he's definitely one of my favorites of the swinging pets that I made, for sure. That's everything I'm bringing to the market. That's it, I say, as it took me an hour and 5 minutes to show you everything. That's it. That's all I'm bringing. No, I'm actually bringing a lot. Like, this is a lot of stuff. I was going to say, I think this might be the most stuff I've ever brought to a market, but I don't know if that's true. I think this is going to definitely be like the biggest, the market that has some of the biggest plushies at it, or some of the most expensive plushies for sure, which makes me a little nervous. I feel like something fell, but I don't know. But it also makes me excited because I think people are going to really like seeing some of the giant stuff that I make. I'm always tempted to bring like one of my really big whale sharks, like Barbie or Whitney, or I don't remember what we named it. But I'm always really scared too because I don't want people to touch them and I don't want them to get damaged, so I don't bring them. That's everything. It fits in about 2 tubbies. It fits in like 3 tubbies. I have one with like the really long tubbies and then a classic tubby. But yeah, that's everything. I really hope this market goes well, because if not, this is a lot of stuff. And I have another market in August, but I would really like to kind of market prep for that one. I definitely want to get rid of some of this old stuff. I don't really want to have to list it on my Etsy and then be like, you still have to pay shipping even though I think this item is a piece of shit. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go though because I'm dying and I need to work on my signage for sure. I don't know what I'm going to put on this. I don't really have... I mean, I could do like a thing for the swinging pets maybe, and for the flowers, but I have a lot of signs and not a lot of things in my brain, which is a sign that I need to go. Okay, I will see you maybe in a little bit when I show you my signs. I don't know, I have to go. Okay, hi. Today is Monday, July 15th. I'm going to try and tell you everything that sold, but we're missing like 12 from like writing it down, selling things at the market. So I don't really know how to go about this other than the fact that this was my best market to date. I sold 99 items out of my 142 items for a grand total of $1,512. Yeah, it was a super, super successful market. Although I was not there for like 3.5 hours, I was at rehearsal. My parents said it was super steady the entire time. People were freaking out. People loved the display. They loved the plushies. I mean, I went there kind of not really like with an opposite of an open mind. I went there with a closed mind and not a lot of optimism. So to come out with this being my very best market to date is really nice. It was really nice. It rained like the whole time. Again, I wasn't there, but like it rained the whole time. It was raining when I was at rehearsal. It rained when I left rehearsal to drive there. It rained there. Off and on rain. There was some wind, but not really anything that crazy. Like my stuff wasn't falling over. I just had to squish the tables closer together and like move everything a little bit in. So although it was like a 10 by 10 space, like I had my tent up. It felt a little small, a little cramped, but you know, you live with it. It was raining. What else are you going to do? I'm not going to get these plushies wet and then try and sell them. Like, that's not an option. I'm trying to think of other things to tell you. I had a lot of friends, a lot of people that I know who live close by or whatever come and stop by. So this is a big thank you to them. Thank you all so much for coming, stopping by, saying hi, buying something, you know, chatting, whatever, just making this a really, really fun experience. People loved the stuff. I can't believe I did this well. Like, I thought I was going to do well. I thought I was going to do better than my last market. That was a complete flop, right? I thought I was going to do better than that because I knew there were going to be kids here. It's a community event that happens every year, but I didn't think I was going to do this good. And it feels really, really good to have crocheted all these things and with the intent of selling them and to have them sell. I mean, yeah, there are some things left over, of course. I mean, what's not going to be left over? I mean, there was only that one time where I think I had like 20 items left, maybe. I don't even remember, but still, it felt super, super good. Everybody was just super happy to be there, even though it was raining. Although I would rather have rain than sweltering heat, because then after that market, after like the storm kind of passed by, it was super hot. It was just rough. Setup was super easy because I had my dad and my mom who, I mean, they really saved the day. I would not have been able to do this market because I really, really, really needed to be at this rehearsal. This was our first rehearsal with the cast, or at least with the people that were singing. So it was really important that I would be there. I really, 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 really have to thank my parents. If they're watching this, I don't know if they watch my stuff. I tell them not to watch it while I'm there. I can't. I already have to film this and then I have to edit it and then I have to rewatch it. I can't watch it again. I can't. I won't. It's bad. Huge shout out to them. I would not have been able to do this without them. I wouldn't be doing this, pursuing this small business without their support and encouragement and constant love. I mean, like, I wouldn't have the creative outlet or the personality that I have now without them having the original personality that I just was like, no, I have my own personality for sure. My mother tells me that every day. I really, really owe a lot to them for the success of this market. And they said that they had a really good time, or at least I can tell they did, because my mom just keeps like randomly mentioning things that people were complimenting or saying, like, oh yeah, this one lady loved your display, or oh yeah, I can't believe that this item sold for $40, right? I know some of my really expensive stuff, not really expensive, but like some of my expensive stuff that I was like, yeah, okay, I'll put $40, see if somebody buys it. Somebody bought it, like a lot. So anyways, it's just been fun. I did go on a shopping spree yesterday, and I only bought one skein of yarn. I know. I bought some other things, some other market things, crochet, somewhat related, but sorry, I tucked my hair and then I didn't like it like that. But yeah, anyways, let me go through this. So if I made 1,512, the booth fee was $100, which means I made 1,412, which is still better than my last most successful market. So I'm really happy. It was super easy. We don't live very far from this place, so it wasn't like we had to wake up super early. I think we woke up at 6:30, 6:45, drove there, set up, whatever. The payment options that I had available were Cash, Square, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And the only ones that I used were Cash, Square, and Venmo. PayPal, Cash App were not in it. I don't know. I've had some people do PayPal. Like one person at a different market requested for Cash App. So then that's why I signed up for it. I don't really use it ever, but it's an option. But those were my three main transaction formats. My booth neighbor was a lady who practices, I don't know how to say it, Rikiki? I don't know. It's like a sort of therapy thing. But she was super cool. She was actually the person who bought my very first plushie that day. Before anything opened, she was like, is that an orange dragon? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my gosh, how much is it? And I was like, it's $40. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. And I was like, really? I crocheted that thing 3 years ago. I mean, it's really nice, but like, okay. So that was my first sale. She said that her cousin's kid loves dragons, and they always have like the hardest time finding dragoned items or whatever. So she was super excited for that. And then she came back later and bought one of my flowers. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I need to tell you the things that sold. So let's go through it. Oh, it's right here. I found the notebook of everything that sold minus 12 items. So let's start with this. The first item that sold was to my booth neighbor. It was my orange and white Charmander dragon. That's what I called him. I sold him for $40 using Square. And then after that, I sold 2 turtles for $27 using Square. And again, I was gone by this time, so this is all like new to me. I don't know. I guess I never looked into like what the order was of things that sold. I just looked at what the bestsellers were, but this is the order that things sold approximately. After the 2 turtles, I sold a chicken for $16 using Square. Then another turtle. Then another turtle sold for $27 using Cash. I sold my $18 bat. This was the Bubba Days Co. pattern. I don't know if this was the purple or gray one, but I know that both of them sold. I sold my ginger cat for $20 Cash. I sold a cow. I sold my very old tiny little cow plushie for $7 Cash. And then whoever was keeping track did not write it down. They sold a baby turtle for $15, and then there was some other random $15 written down. I don't know what that was. Again, wasn't there. Then I sold a Junimo for $5. Then I sold the Soot Sprite to that same person for $12. I sold my teal axolotl for $27. I sold a green leggy frog for $11. I sold one of the otters that I had priced cheaper because they were made yarning under. The tension was tight. I didn't think they were as cute. I sold that one for $12. I sold another turtle for $27. I sold a chicken for $16. My Taika, the tiger shark, for $40. I sold another cat for $20. Then I had 3 swinging pets sell in a row for $10 each, so a total of $30. I don't know if that was the same transaction, but whatever. I sold the little tiny acrylic star cat for $3 cash. I sold the dog ghost combo for $5. Those two were both on my cream like macrame tiered thing that held a lot of my discounted or very cheap items compared to my other items. So maybe that was the same person. I don't know. I then sold an otter. I sold one of my good otters by Palms and Posies, the one without the mermaid tail, the classic original otter, for $22. I sold another cat for $20. I sold a Baby Yoda or Grogu for $21. I sold a whale keychain for $9. 2 of the chubby otters for, how much was it? $12 each. I sold one of my brown eagles for $20. The teal octopus that has been with me since my very first market for $15. Then a Bernat velvet red crab sold for $9. Another cat sold for $20. I sold one of my most recent makes, the beanie turtle that I pattern tested for Crochet by Kelsey, for $38. I did not weigh the yarn, time myself, or anything. I just looked at it and I was like, I had to sew 4 pieces, 5 pieces. You know, it took a while. I'm just gonna put this on there. It's really cute. It has the hat accessory, and somebody bought it for $38. And my mom said a bunch of people were loving it. They just weren't buying it, which is fair. I mean, people were loving my giant bobas, but nobody bought those. But they were really fun to like have there because they're so big. And with this guy, he was so detailed that people really liked him as well. After I sold the beanie turtle, I sold the bee. Oh, you know what? I sold a bee keychain for $10, which explains why I was $1 off. Because this was my friend Julia's mom, so she gave me a $10 bill and just told me to keep the $1. So she bought that. I then sold 2 of my baby hammerheads for $13 each. I sold another otter, the mermaid or classic otter by Palms and Posies that I made yarning under, for $12. I sold a mallard for $20, along with my pink squid by G Beans Crafty that I had made in April. I sold another swinging pet or swinging friend, I don't remember what they're really called, for $10. And I sold another turtle for $27. I sold one of my mooses. I sold the dark brown moose to somebody for $27 as well. That felt really good. That felt really, really good. I then sold a flower for $30 and another Baby Yoda for $21. So I sold out of my Baby Yodas. I only had 2, but still. I then sold a leggy bee. Those leggy bees have been with me since my very first market, and I've marked them down like on 4 different occasions, and I finally sold one. So I am very, very excited because I don't want them anymore. I am not crocheting any more bees for markets ever. I think they're overdone. I don't know what. They never sell for me. Same with octopi and jellyfish. Done. Unless there's something really cool, or like maybe I'll just have like 1 or 2, but I am not market prepping those things. They never sell. You know what I am market prepping though? Turtles. Because another turtle sold for $27. Oh, another leggy bee sold for $12. So I guess 2 out of the 4 leggy bees sold. I don't know how. Another cat sold for $20. My purple flower sold to my friend Julia, who also bought one of the hammerhead sharks. I then sold another bat for $17. This says $17. I think they were actually $18. I could have priced them wrong. I could have written them down wrong. Who knows? I sold a chick for $8. I sold 2 whales for $8. I think those 2 were to some friends. I feel like I remember there being some friends there, or maybe I wasn't even back yet. No, I was back because I was there when somebody bought the moose. Anyways, my bad. I sold 2 whales for $8. Said that. I sold another turtle for $27. Then one of my eggs, or what would it be? Yeah, it'd be like an egg yolk, whatever, an egg for $12. Another turtle sold for $27. My random green fish that I pattern tested for somebody, I think one of my YouTube viewers, maybe, I don't remember, sold for $12. Finally, a stress pet sold for $6. I thought those guys were going to be gone. This is the first time that a stress pet has sold, so that was around my 60th sale. Again, there were some things missing, but yeah, halfway in, I finally sold the stress pet. Then Mucky the Ducky sold for $25. Another stress pet sold for $6. A chick sold for $8. My random ghost that I just randomly made in May sold for $7. Another chick sold for $8. Like, I feel like once like one item of multiples sell, then they all just sell right away, which obviously happened with these chicks. I sold a Junimo and my Gerald ghost to my friend Jenna for $19 total. A Big Twist Posh white and black cat sold for $16. My brown eagle and like Bernat velvet bat sold for a total of $39. A chicken sold for $16. The Merpet, which was the pastel, or the Merpet that was Sparkle Bernat, teal and pink, sold to one of my high school friends that I hadn't seen for a really long time, Alana, for $22. Then a purple whale keychain and a teal whale keychain sold to 2 different people, but like friends, for $9 each. Another chick sold for $8. The freaking green axolotl, the guy who has been at every single market, sold for $20 to a little boy who had a bet with his mom that if he could find something that was an axolotl at this market, she would buy it for him. And that was the only axolotl I had left. The other one had sold, and he ran in and he saw it and he was like, I found something, and he like ran back to her and brought her there. And then they told us about the bet, and it was super funny because he like collects axolotls, or he's obsessed with them. And so then she ended up getting it for him because they had made this bet, and it was super funny. My dark pink flower sold for $30. We're getting near the end. Another hammerhead shark sold for $13. So I sold out of my little hammerhead sharks by Palms and Posies. Another cat sold for $20. A mushy pop without the keychain sold for $8. Then a yellow mushy pop keychain and a green frog sold for $20 through square. Then one of my mom's besties, Sherry, came by and she bought 2 stress pets for her work. She got the bacon color and the green one. So that was a total of 12. And then she also got my teal flower for $30. So that was $42 using square. And then my Valentine's Day velvet boba sold for $8. And that's all that I have written, but I'm going to try and look and see if I missed anything just by looking at this, but I don't think I did. I think the only thing that I really missed were things of multiples. My bestsellers, obviously, were my turtles. I brought 8 and sold all 8 of them for $27 each. Also, my cats were a really big hit. I had brought 5 Sweet Snuggles cats and 1 Posh cat, and they all sold. So I sold 5 for $20 and 1 for $15 sold. Next were my otters. I brought 2 bobble otters. This was a free pattern from Instagram, and 4 from Poms and Posies, 2 of which were mermaids, 2 of which were classic. So my flowers sold really well. I brought 5 and I sold 4 for $30. And okay, what's crazy is my favorite flower color is the one that didn't get bought. I don't know. I'll show it to you and you'll have to let me know what you think, but I'm upset. You also have my chicks. I brought 3 yellow, 3 cream. 3 of my cream, 2 of my yellow sold for $8 a piece. So I'm only left with 1 yellow. My chickens, I ended up bringing 9 and I sold 5 for $16. So that's okay. Not the best. The things that didn't sell. My bobas. I'm not surprised. A lot of people liked them. They just didn't sell because they're big. People probably did not want to carry them around while they were shopping. I don't blame them at all. We have the fall guy for $30. He got some love, but he didn't find his forever home. We also have this pink ladybug for $30. The light brown moose for $27. But the dark brown moose sold, which definitely gives me hope for this guy. They almost were gonna buy this one, but they decided that they liked the dark brown one better, and I agree. The light brown one, he's fine, but he's nothing special. He's nothing special. My manatee and walrus did not sell. They were both priced at $22. They got a lot of love. Some people thought that this was a female walrus. No. Though I did just get a comment from my friend Alana who bought the mermaid otter. She commented, she'd started following me on Instagram, or my crochet on Instagram. We're friends on my personal, but not on my crochet. And she commented saying that she would have loved to have gotten these if she had more money. I mean, she just graduated college and just had a baby. So like, no, don't blame her at all. I'm super happy that I got to see her and I got to see her baby. It was super fun seeing her. This guy, I was so surprised. He's $20. The mallard version of him sold. This guy is still with us. My burgundy eagle. I had this guy at $15 because that's what I sold him to my school at. Both of the brown versions of him sold. I thought people would like him because he's kind of like America. I don't know. Red and white. He's just missing blue. I don't know. The only Halloween item left is this bat. His purple companion sold to my friend Shelby, I believe, if I'm correct. And he is priced at $22. I'm not that mad. I love him. He's cute. I definitely want to make more Halloween stuff though for my next market. Oh, and I also forgot to say, I just signed up for another market today, which is going to be September 22nd in St. Cloud, which is where I used to go to school. But it is for their Pride Festival, and I think it's going to be super fun. I actually heard about that market when I was shopping yesterday because a person was like, what are you getting all this for? And I was like, oh, I have a small business and this is for this. And then they're like, oh, you should do this market and this market and this market. And I was like, you're awesome. Thank you. And so I'm doing one and I'm very excited. I just signed up for it today. What else? I'm trying to look for like one-off things. My favorite flower, the very first flower I made and my favorite one, I think the best color, did not sell. She's 30 bucks. All of her brothers and sisters sold for 30 as well. So I'm definitely going to be restocking those colors. Not hers, I guess. I love her. I think she's one of the best colors, but whatever. My jellyfish for 23 did not sell, though his octopus cousin did for 15. He is still with us. Won't be making more. They never sell well. I never actually put this out on display, but my mushroom bag didn't sell. I never put it out. I did not have any room. I was running out of room. This acrylic squid for $10 didn't sell, which was kind of a surprise. He's not as soft though, so I think people really go for the things that are soft, and he's not. He's acrylic. Ugh. But love him still. This one lone chick did not sell. All of his 5 siblings sold for $8. He is still with us. My big navy whale did not sell. I have this priced at $14. It should probably be lowered, but I'm lazy. One of the 2 eggs did not sell. This is the $12 one that I added a face onto at the very last minute. Well, the other one was $12 as well, but this is the one that I added the face onto. My sitting Frenchie that I had for $22 did not sell because everybody thought it was a koala. So I don't really know what I did wrong. My 3 pink velvet sweet snuggles frogs did not sell. Not a single one. I priced these guys at $11. The green ones all sold, but these guys did not, and I don't really know what to do about that, so we shall see. My 2 very random colored crabs did not sell. They're both priced at $10. I might lower their prices to like $8 and put them on the clearance thing next time. They just don't really go. They looked good when they were with the rainbow, but the rest of the rainbow sold and they haven't, so. My blue-footed booby, parrot, seagull, and penguin were picked up a lot, but they were also put down. So none of them sold, and I had them priced at $10 each. I also have 4 stress pets left. I have the sparkle teal, dark blue, yellow, and pink and blue. All of these are 6. My 2 least favorite swinging pets are also left. The bee and the flamingo. Both of these were priced at $10. I have 1 pink mushy keychain left for $9. 1 purple whale keychain for $9. And then a navy blue and teal classic whale for $8. The fuzzy chickens were a big hit because I have 2 gray chickens left, a blonde chicken, and an Oreo chicken. So I definitely need to make some more fuzzy chickens if I have the yarn. I don't know. Last, I have 2 of the leggy bees left. These guys have been with me forever now, but 2 of them sold, so I'm very happy. But I want them gone. I want all of these gone. But I'm very happy with what I sold. Don't get me wrong. I'm super happy with how this market went. I think, obviously, it was my best market to this day. I am excited and terrified for my August 3rd market because now I only have 43 items in my inventory. It's in, I don't even know how many days. It's gonna be here really quick because today, or this week, is opening week. I have rehearsals every night from like 7 to probably 10:30 because the play is ungodly long. I already crocheted another turtle last night, but that's it. Love it. And now I'm going to show you what I got while I was spending all of my money that I just got. Actually, it wasn't that much. I think it was only like 200 bucks, but I think it's really going to elevate my market display literally and physically. We're gonna start with what I got at Michael's. Crates. I got 2 of the crates. I was looking at what other people were doing for their markets, and they have a lot of crates that they stack. And I have crates, I just don't have enough to stack. So I'm very excited that I got these. I also got 2 other crates. I got these, which is what I like to put my turtles in. They also come with little pegs. so they can actually like stand and stack together, unlike the ones from Joann's. I was really excited to see that they had those ones with the pegs that can actually stack. These ones don't have that, but they're not an abnormal shape. I think these ones will be totally fine. I also, this, because I'm going to make my own little stand thing. I got 3 of these blocks that I'm just gonna like hot glue onto this to make a little table stand thing, just so that I can have a little bit of different things. I didn't love that all of my stuff was just laying on the table, so I got these. I'm just gonna probably do like hot glue, put them like this. I don't think I can flip this over, and it'll be a little stand. I also found, well actually my mom found this in their like clearance section, so that I can hang this and again have some more height and put a little guy in there. I found this, it was on sale, another thing I can hang and put little guys in. And the one skein of yarn I got was Chenille Home Slim CHP05. I think this is going to be a perfect cat color. A lot of people wanted black cats. I think this is going to be it. And then I went to Home Goods, which I found a lot of unique things. I found this jewelry stand that can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 keychains on it. I don't love having my keychains just like stabbed into the crates. I don't love it. So I saw that and I thought it was really good. I also got this basket, very wide open. Some of the baskets that were there were just like narrow and like whatever, and I like that this one kind of gets wider as it opens so you can really see what's in there. I also found this smaller crate for like $5, I think. It was like $4.99 or something, which again, I can stack, put things on top of, although it does have like a logo on it. I can, you know, have other options. And then the absolute like jackpot of an item I found is this 2-tiered bamboo shoe rack. I got this for like $25. I guess originally it's $35. They had a bunch of different options, and this one to me seemed to be the best. I don't think I needed 3 tiers. I think if I wanted to, I could have like things sitting on it or stuff like that. But I'm really excited. It's tall. I have a lot of issues with some other things, like, you know, fitting in here or stacking things, because sometimes the items are too tall. Like my one thing that I had the flower sitting on, I'll have a video or whatever here that you'll be able to see. I can't fit anything in it. So I think this is going to be a great investment into my market display. And that's all I got. I'm going to really try and use up most of my yarn for this next market, so that I can just kind of start over. I really want to get rid of some of this stuff, even though I hate crocheting with it, so we'll see how that goes. I already want to do like a mock setup, but I have nothing to display. I would like to give another huge shout out to my parents. Could not have done this without them. They stepped up, you know, took over the booth. They are amazing. I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, they definitely saved my butt on Saturday. Huge thank you to all of my friends that I had, you know, told about this, that made the drive, stopped by, bought something, you know, hung out for a little bit. Thank you all so much. You guys are all amazing. And a huge shout out to everybody there that purchased from me, said something nice, grabbed a business card. You know, I really couldn't be doing this without your guys' support financially and emotionally, let's be honest. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but I'm really excited. I already have a list of what I want to restock, so definitely be prepared for some market prepping vlogs. I'm maybe going to do the 45 plushies in 48 hours challenge again. Maybe not. Maybe a different version. Maybe like a I don't know, a 20 plushies in 24 hours challenge. That can be pretty wild. But yeah, that's it for today and for this market. I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy. And with that, I only have one more thank you left to give, and that is to you. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video and you want to see me do more markets and things like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.